Hey YouTube, this is Chubby Samurai, and we are going to do a way too early ranking for just the primary weapons. Um, the primaries, the patch notes just dropped, and I have not touched the new patch game yet. And we're just going to do a prediction video off of just the patch notes. Starting off with the Liberator, it got a damage increase from 60 to 70, a durable damage increase from 14 to 17, a stagger force from 10 to 15, and a max spare magazine increase from 7 to 8, and a starting spare magazine increase from 5 to 6. This just sounds like a nice touch. Nothing too special. Probably B, because that 70 should give it a lot, and then the 17 is just a nice, it's really, really good as well. So I think that's overall good. The carbon is also added to the same buffs, so it's probably a B as well. Next is the Knight. The Knight is the gun that it has to be pre-ordered, so if you don't have it, you don't have it. That just sucks, but it got a buff, so damage is increased from 50 to 65, a durable damage increase from 5 to 7, and the max now fully resupply when you pick up the resupply and reduce recoil. That's not that bad. It sounds like it's going to be part of the Defender row, and I don't know how much it'll be better than Defender or the Blip Bomber, but it sounds solid, honestly. So it's probably go all the way up to B. Okay, next is the Liberator Concussive. Now comes with a drum magazine which holds 60 rounds. So that's from 30 to 60. Number of magazine reduced from 10 to 6. Okay, that's a nerf. That's technically a nerf. The number of magazines have been reduced due to the large magazine capacity. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I think this does do the damage overall. It does have the 65 damage and it has 23 durable damage. It just doesn't have the recoil. What I'm talking about, the fire rate or the it has the magazine now, so it's probably just the fire rate that holds it back. So I think it should be better. It should probably be B. Honestly, probably better than the carbon as well. Might even be better than Liberated the more I think about it. Just because it has a stun effect, and now it just does actually the same amount. It's close to the same amount of damage. So yeah, I think it's a B. It's probably better. Probably one of the better assault rifles in the game right now. Okay, next, the Tenderizer. Numbers around in the magazine increased from 30 to 35, and then starting magazine increased from 4 to 5. Okay, this is just a nice touch. This has always been a good and decent weapon. Probably A tier, low A, probably on top of B. I'll put an A for now. Probably is gonna be a really good gun still. The magazine is still the worst part about this gun, but it's 35, so that's nice. So let's go on. The Breaker now comes with an extended magazine with holds 16, so this is reverted back to the previous form, and the stagger force gets from 10 to 15, so it's a nice slight buff. I don't think it's gonna be a crazy deal breaker. People's gonna love this gun still, and the love might make this an A to a lot of people, but I can still see a B gun at best. Spray and Pray now has a duckbill muzzle, making it spread very horizontal but less vertical, and total damage increase from 192 to 240. I actually think this will be better than the Breaker. This just sounds better. 240 damage, and then also has a horizontal spread, so probably hit way more enemies at the same time. This probably goes up to A tier, honestly. This has like all the things you need to kill waves of enemies, so yeah, it's gonna be probably a solid pick. Scythe. Cooldown is faster, adjustment to the heat VFX, and then scope change to a low power scope. So this should be a 3-time scope or 2-time scope, maybe. We'll see. Remove recoil, and then set enemies on fire faster. This honestly sounds like an S tier weapon. This sounds like a huge buff to this gun. This gun already has a bunch of buffs on top of it, and then now it sets things on fire faster. It feels like it could go on both sides and kill things very, very fast. So it sounds like it can be an S tier weapon, honestly. Okay, crossbow Explosive radius increased by 50% and explosive damage increased from 150 to 350. This is a S tier weapon. This 100% is an S tier weapon. It's probably above him on just the buffs alone. This just sounds like it has everything you need to do to clear with big waves of enemies. So sounds so solid right now. The Ruptor shrapnel projectile amount are set to 30. A projectile amount are set to 30. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's go on. Shrapnel damage is set to 110. Explosive damage increased to 340 to 225. Okay, that's a nerf. Shrapnel is back. Yeah, shrapnel is back. Radius is increased, but explosive radius is increased by 33%. This one, it has all types of damage on top of it. That's so good. This is probably an S tier weapon. It's gonna be a fan favorite. Long range sniping, long range being able to destroy factories, and then also bug holes. This gun probably is going to give a lot of people a lot of love for the game back. So defender damage increased from 70 to 75. Yeah, and then durable damage increased from 7 to 8. Yeah, so same with the knight. These guns just it's probably just like that. Like you can go with either one, and you can't go wrong with either one. So yeah, it's probably B. Liberator Penetrator damage increase from 45 to 60. That's probably C still, honestly. Damage increase, but it still has a low magazine. It's doesn't do anything special outside of just doing damage and then having medium pin on that damage. So that's kind of it. Probably C, or even D if it had maybe, but we'll keep it C for high hopes. Diligence damage increased from 125 to 165, and then durable damage increased from 32 to 42. This one honestly is a B tier. Probably I honestly could say it's A tier, just because the durable damage alone probably gives it like an edge on a lot of these guns. Like being able to like rip off body parts and then be able to destroy like one shot heads now as well. Like it's probably like is giving you what you need in all sorts of scenario except for like being bombardment by the horde of like bugs. But other than that, it sounds so solid. Probably is the best B gun weapon right now. Counter sniper rifle damage increase from 140 to 200, and durable damage increase from 14 to 50. And stagger force increases from 15 to 20. Okay, these stats blows out the water as well. This one's the S tier. This no doubt is an S tier weapon. 14 to 50 stagger damage is a crazy amount of damage. Crazy. That's that's a shit ton of damage increase. Okay, next is Blitzer. It now has a weak stun effect that builds up per shot on the target. This one is nothing too crazy, but you can just probably still rock it, and as S tier weapon, you probably now can just stand and shoot instead of doing the run and gun system that a lot of people wasn't going. Now you can just stand there and just shoot the gun and be perfectly fine. Torture damage increased from 50%, and flame mechanic reverted to before from Escalator Freedom update, increased AP from 3 to 4. Okay, this is an S tier weapon as well. I can't like these buffs are in crazy amount of just like a proportion to how this game works. And damn, that is a crazy buff. So that is a lot of S tier weapons from just the buff alone, I think. Yeah, these spray pray and the residents are a solid pick. So yeah, spray pray makes a solid pick. The Nerzo has always a good gun. You can probably keep it there. And yeah, these parts go up one. These guns goes from very bad or okay to very great, I think. And yeah, I can't see anything else. This is just a really good, sounds like a really good patch, honestly. At the end of the day, you can't go wrong with all these guns. Just this one just did not get as much love. That's all for the primaries. In conclusion, I think, yeah, patch notes sounds like a W. We'll see how it's good. Let's see how much I was right on, and see how many I was wrong on. If you have played a game, let me know. the comments below. You guys have a great day.